What if the biggest thing holding you back isn't laziness? What if you've been waiting for something that was never supposed to come? For years, I thought I needed motivation before I could change my life. I couldn't have been more wrong. Everything changed the day I learned one simple rule. A rule so simple, most people ignore it. But once you understand it, you'll never look at motivation the same way again. 1. The waiting trap. Have you ever noticed how easy it is to believe that tomorrow will be different? Tomorrow you'll have more energy. Tomorrow you'll be more disciplined. Tomorrow you'll finally start. But tomorrow has a strange habit. It always becomes another excuse. And before you realize it, days turn into weeks. Weeks turn into months. Not because you don't care about your goals, but because you're waiting for the perfect moment. The problem is, the perfect moment never comes. 2. The biggest lie about motivation. Somewhere along the way, we all learned the same lesson. First comes motivation. Then comes action. It sounds reasonable, but it's completely backwards. Think about the last time you felt truly motivated. Did that feeling appear out of nowhere? Or did it come after you had already started? The truth is, motivation isn't the cause of action. More often, it's the result of action. Successful people don't wait until they feel ready. They begin before they feel ready. And that's what makes all the difference. 3. Why we never start. If motivation isn't the problem, then what is? The answer is surprisingly simple. Your brain is trying to protect you. Every new goal feels uncertain. And uncertainty feels like danger. So your brain does what it does best. It tells you to wait. Wait until you know more. Wait until you feel confident. Wait until the timing is perfect. It sounds like good advice. But it's actually fear, wearing the mask of logic. The longer you wait, the harder it becomes to begin. 4. The one-step rule. One day, you may discover a simple idea. An idea that sounds almost too simple to work. It says, don't focus on the whole journey. Focus on the first step. At first, you'll probably doubt it. How could one small step possibly change your life? But try it. Instead of telling yourself to work for 2 hours, tell yourself to work for just 2 minutes. Instead of thinking about finishing the entire project, just open your laptop. That's it. One small step. You might be surprised by what happens next. Because once you begin, you'll often realize that continuing is much easier than starting. 5. Why it works. The one-step rule works for a simple reason. Your brain doesn't fear hard work. It fears getting started. When you look at a big goal, your mind sees pressure. It sees uncertainty. It sees the possibility of failure. But one small step feels different. It feels safe. And once you take that first step, your brain stops resisting. Momentum begins to build. What felt impossible just a few minutes ago starts to feel completely normal. That's the power of starting. Not perfectly, just intentionally. 6. One step can change your life. Think about the biggest goal in your life. Now forget about the finish line. Forget about next month. Forget about next week. Ask yourself one simple question. What's the smallest step I can take right now? Maybe it's writing one sentence. Maybe it's reading one page. Maybe it's putting on your running shoes. It doesn't matter how small it is. What matters is that you begin. Because every great achievement starts the same way. With one small step. 7. Stop waiting. Maybe you're waiting for confidence. Maybe you're waiting for the right opportunity. Or maybe you're waiting until you're no longer afraid. But what if that day never comes? What if confidence isn't something you find, but something you build? Every small action sends a message to your mind. I can do this. And with every step, that message becomes stronger. You don't become confident before you act. You become confident because you act. That's how real change begins. 8. The first step starts today. You don't need a new year. You don't need a perfect plan. And you don't need to wait for motivation. All you need is one step. Not tomorrow. Not next Monday. Right now. Because the life you want isn't built in one giant leap. It's built through small decisions, repeated every single day. So when this video ends, don't promise yourself you'll start someday. Take one step. No matter how small it is. Because one step can change everything. If this video gave you a new perspective, or inspired you to take that first step, please give it a like. And if you're ready to transform your mindset and build a better life, subscribe to InnerShift. Because every week, we explore powerful ideas that help you think deeper, grow stronger, and become the person you're truly capable of being. Until next time, remember, every big change begins with one small step.